Soil health. What is soil, first of all? Soil is a mixture of three things: clay, sand, and silt. Okay? Those three particles. And those particles do different things, and they're different sizes. The size is really important. Clay is the smallest particle size. Okay? So one little bit of clay is the smallest out of those three. It also holds nutrients the best. So it's really, really important. We've learned to hate red clay gardening here, but it's actually really, really important. The problem is we just have everything out of balance. We have way too much red clay. Small particles means they get smushed together, they get compacted. If you get compacted, it doesn't drain well. Roots can't grow around it. Roots grow through and around stuff. They don't grow, they're not going through the particle, they grow around the soil. So if it's too compacted, it's hard for them to grow. Then next is sand. No, excuse me, silt. Silt is sort of in the mid-range, and it's got some medium properties about holding nutrients. It's really important. Sand is actually the largest particle size, right? That makes sense. We've been to the beach. We know what sand looks like. Largest particle size. It holds nutrients least well, but it aerates and it provides drainage. So the best soil has a balance of all three of those different particles. Okay? Really good soil is dark. You can tell, if you're doing an in-ground garden, you need to do a soil test. You can do them through NC State it used to be free. I think now it's really cheap, or free in the off season and really cheap in the growing season. If you're doing an in-ground, you've got to do a soil test. Make sure there's no contamination. Make sure no one's dumping paint there a couple years ago that no one knew about. You can tell a lot from a soil test, but you can also tell a lot just by going out and holding a handful of dirt, looking at the color of it, squeezing it, smelling it, doing all that kind of stuff to know how your fertility is. A couple of different soil amendments. You'll hear gardeners say, feed the soil, not the plant, right? So if your soil is healthy, then that soil will feed the plant. The plant will be healthier, and I think of it like an immune system, right? If my body's healthier, then I'm going to be able to fight off. Flu season's coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to fight some of that off. I have that toddler, so I don't know. But if the plant's healthy, soil makes a healthy plant, that plant has a healthy immune system, it's going to be able to fight off more diseases and problems and pests than if it is deficient in some way to begin with. So work on your soil. Let your soil feed your plant.